Hello, everyone. We are just having fun because we just finished the the healing that creating the vortex to transmute fears into light, and it seems like bringing more light brings more humor as well. So that's great. And first, I want to apologize for the not being able to see you all the participants before the healing because the Zoom link seems it was broken and we couldn't really. Maybe someone that it's very technical could do something about it, but we couldn't. I couldn't do anything about it. So sorry about that, but we are recording this, so you're going to be able at least to see us talking about what happens during the healing or what we did. And I'm going to just go ahead and start. And it was a very beautiful healing. I'm going to say something before, because while I was trying to do something with the Zoom connection, the three other healers here, they held Hara uh, for for me to find, and it's not that I find a solution or anything like that, but I just felt it so intensely that it was so beautiful to stay there, and I didn't feel the stress or the pressure of trying to solve the problem. I just felt in a very beautiful health space that if we could feel that way every moment of our life, it would be really a beautiful experience to be here. And so I start in my experience, the healing, I started just in that space of Hara and being held and holding in alignment. And I don't remember much in this moment, but I'm just gonna go through what I can remember. And I just remember the sensation of being there, and I went into a very deep space of presence. So then I remember that I started working with an avatar, so an energetic being that I was using to reach everyone, and holding the brain, holding the nervous system, and little by little that moving that energy, because it really felt that when that person was in a state of fear, so like when we are very cold, the blood comes to the center of the body to prevent dying from cold. It felt like the fear was bringing all the energy into the brain, like really not being able to function much and trying to just to solve the problems and whatever, having all the energy up here. So holding that brain, it really, and with the intention to bring that energy down through the spine, and it was doing that. And then there was this beautiful moment reaching the first chakra, that person, that fear, open up I mean, that energy open up the first chakra, the fear that was preventing that to happen, just transmute into light, into connection, into joy. Tears start rushing out from my eyes, because the sensation was like, probably now that I'm talking about it, it was like when we are born, probably becoming a physical being, without the fear, without any, just pure joy of being alive in this physical experience. So it was very beautiful that what happens there. Then there was moments of like seeing many different people around the world and touching them like this sorry, touching them like this, and they were kind of dark, and they were becoming igniting the light so that was kind of beautiful and fun at the same time. Then I went to a space of deep introspection that took me into a space of being in the floating, meditating inside the ocean with the fish just going around. The sensation was the absolute peace, absolute presence, and belonging to that space, and to not make it very much long, this recording, I'm gonna say that because I can, but I remember how I close it, and I close it just uploading the core essence, so the light from within to invite that light to pour everywhere, and invite the light of all the participants to also to do the same, to shine and to be present with them. So that's my recording for this healing. And now, Yvonne, if you like to explain us your experience, I'm going to mute myself. You need to unmute, Yvonne.
Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, that was a very, very beautiful healing. And I just, as those healers came together and set the intention for the healing, uh, I, it was there. It was there. You could just feel the love from and the intention of the healers to be here. And it was so beautiful. When I started after we aligned, I just had a sense of smudging. So I smudged all of us, everyone here, our guests, the healers, to create that sacred space. I invited the archangels in with the spirit of Christ and our divine creator and our guardian angels, our guides, our loved ones here. And I just felt so much love being present. And in preparing for the healing, I just sensed the need uh, for channeling divine spirit to come in of divine truth, divine knowing, divine will, divine love, to give us mental clarity, working on healing our emotions, coming into our bodies to become energized down to a cellular awareness, to feel that in us, with us, and through this to come in. And through faith, that spirit of faith, it was just like in doing something, it came in and it just like, boom, it was there. And just connecting to the beautiful field of energy, the divine love, the presence. I sensed the healers, I could see them. Uh, it was just beautiful, to be connected, to have that love and to be held by all these beautiful souls and the beautiful souls that are here. Um, I, with the healing, I just sensed the need to connect to the highest levels and coming down, bringing those vortices on all the different chakras to come down, connecting front and back, top and bottom, 360, just healing and healing the heart, because the heart is where spirit connects to flesh. The divine comes and meets us, and being held with love, unconditional love. It was so beautiful. And then toward the end, I just felt the need to do a spine cleaning, to remove those old thoughts, those old patterns, and just give it to the light. And then do a beautiful closing with the divine beings and golden light. And it was really beautiful and it was magical. So that was my experience. So thank you all.
Um, Hello, everyone. Yeah, it was a very beautiful healing indeed. Very, very special and very different this time. Because I'd never had a direct connection to sacred sites happen during the healing and having energy directly coming from these particular places into the energy field of the avatar. And so there were 3 different sacred sites. But so, all right, in the beginning, seeing the avatar, I was witnessing the avatar just being engulfed in this vortex of energy and seeing all of the different core stars of the clients, all of the individuated essences within this. And this vortex, what it was doing in the beginning, prepping the avatar by blowing away the emotion clouds that are stuck in the field. And so the avatar, it was like prepped by this vortex. It was prepped by this vortex. And you know, it was like as if all of those emotion clouds were gone, right? We were starting from there. And then from there, placing hands into the avatar, and from Hara, just feeling the electrical connections from these sacred sites coming up into the avatar, and just allowing. And the first one that came through was, it felt very much from Southeast Asia and what I could see and feel like Angkor Wat, like from there, you know, and just allowing the Hara here to be fortified by this energy of you are ancient. We are ancient. Humans are incredibly ancient, and whatever it is that is happening to you in this present moment, know that you were here from the beginning. And recalling and remembering that ancientness within, right? And so that's what was going on, you know, with the sacred sites. And it felt like, you know, just feeling the energy and allowing from Angkor Wat, and then it transitioned into what felt like Chichen Itza from Mexico. And so there also just allowing. It felt like a more, like a lighter, with each sacred site, it was like the avatar was feeling, you know, first the feet, like a heavier, not a heavier bit, like a more earth denser sort of energy, and then Chichen Itza more like a lighter one, you know, just feeling there, feeling again, just standing in Hara. And then came through Stonehenge, and just it felt even lighter and more cosmic here, right? And again, just this energy flowing through, energy from these sacred sites, again, the sun alignments just flowing through and recharging, because we really are beings of light. And as I was finishing this, then I see the avatar, and the avatar is actually in this pool of water surrounded by marble. And it was almost as if the avatar had been placed into this underground water pool receiving, right? So again, also encased within water. And this water, this placement felt like it was somewhere in the Pacific. Like it could very well be Bali region. And I know that we are not just beings of light, but water as well. And we need to have our waters balanced and restructured and brought into cohesion. And it felt like this is what was happening within the healing at this moment, like all of this light coming through the water and enveloping the avatar. And so then from there, I held at the head, right? And it felt like it was just like a sinking into the nervous system and doing like a reboot, just allowing, bringing the nervous system into this calm state, into that state where we can truly receive and integrate. This was the period of integration, all of these lights and this water moving through and allowing for this integration. But it felt very like unconditional love, divine mother, like you are just love. You just are. And also holding Hara in that, right? Hara, and of course from the heart as well, this love, but just are. Right? And then 6th and 7th level closing, and the field was closed with this, what it looked like, these very crystalline, like thorn rose bush, but also blossoming at the same time, and really just allowing for the field to be like fortified in a way that you are coming into deep contact with your own essence throughout these next few days, really feeling the depth of your essence here. Again, in this held place, in this place of unconditional love, also protection, not allowing these outside forces to really penetrate in this unconditional love and divine way. Not like, but in that. And that was my healing. Thank you.
Sort of love getting to go last, because I think one of the most beautiful things with these healings is seeing how we all work together. And one of the things that's like really present for me is hearing Manel kind of say, "Oh, I really felt the brain," and Yvonne say, "Oh, I really felt the heart," and Elba really grounded it, really grounded into the root and the hara, and that sense of safety and connection to the sacred earth. And for me, one of the last things that I heard before we started the healing was Manel going, "Bring the light, bring the light." And I was like, "Oh, I can bring some light. I can bring some light." And so really what I felt in the beginning was just the 4 of us, in this group of, clients, this huge group of clients, and really just embracing that group. And as I felt that embracing of the group, I felt them almost in what felt at first like a giant outdoor tent, right? Just where everybody was in this big group. And then it kind of transitioned into a bit of a funnel. So just this pouring of light into the group container, and just really focus on just saturating the group. And I really stayed there for a long time. And as that energy poured through, and different symbology and different, sometimes golden light or white light or iridescent or rainbow, just really feeding the whole group body. And I started to then experience this need for the uncovering of the essence. And the way that it presented to me was really being in this room with all the clients and all the healers. And Manel, you mentioned something similar of this. It was a lot of work, and it was playful, and it was energetic, but there was about 100 people that were like, "I want this off. I want this off. I want my essence to just pop out." And it felt like I was running around a room, kind of popping open a bunch of wooden crates that had just been sealed, right? And just letting this light burst. And then at the same time, I could feel the hesitation in some of the group, right? The hesitation of like unsafety. But what I started to notice was that funnel and that container that we started to create, as more and more essences opened up, what I really saw was the group in an atom form. And all the light that poured in, and was kind of working around the atom form and getting the imagery of us as individual atoms, right? And that essence, that core essence is really what we're bringing into connection with the whole. So as folks volunteered and opened up that light, you could see everyone else's kind of just pop right open. Like we were all in that singular large atom, shining as bright as we could. And at the end, I just, you know, we sat in that for a while, and at the end, I just really focused on like grounding into safety, grounding into Hara, knowing that as a collective, we're all really together. And as each one of us lets that light out and dismisses that fear, we're making it safer for the collective. And that was my experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. That is so beautiful and yeah, touching, because it's yeah. I think what we felt today is that we really belong to here. That there is no need to base our life in the fears that come left and right all the time, and really yeah, to keep trusting our presence here that is meant to be, and we can yeah have the life that we want actually. So yeah, what can I say? Thank you very much, Alba, Nick, Yvonne, and everyone that have been receiving this healing. Thank you very much. We're doing this every week, twice, and we're gonna keep doing it as much as you want us to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna close here so this doesn't get too long. But again, thank you.
Thank you.